Welcome back, my friend. Today I'm going to talk about if you were to send out 10 million emails, what would it cost you, what sort of results you can expect, and well, you've seen the title. Let's just get into it. So 10 million emails, we have sent way more out ourselves. I really don't keep track at this point. We have probably sent out 20, 30, 40, maybe 50 million emails in total in our lifetime. But basically there has been some days where we send out 1 million plus emails a day, so that's quite cool. But anyway, that's besides the point. What I want to focus on this video, what happens if you send out 10 million emails? What sort of results can you get? How much would it even cost? Is it even possible to do so? So before we get into it, I've already made 2 videos on how you can really make this happen and really succeed with this. So how to hit 6 to 10% reply rates on every campaign, and basically how to book 300 calls every single month. So if you combine these, I know it's a long video, both of them are, it's like 1.5 hours if you watch them both, but this one talks about how you can set up the infrastructure the right way. If you're using Google, if you should be using Outlook, whatever it is, I show you all of it regarding domain health, email sequencers, everything else is in this document. And this one is just specifically talking about how you can leverage volume to your advantage. And we're going to take it a little bit further in this video here today. And I've gotten a comment or two on our previous videos that, hey, I just showed some numbers. Well, here's some actual results from our campaigns so you can judge for yourself. I'm going to go through them like really quickly. If you want to, you can pause and see the numbers yourself. But as you can see, like these are the campaigns that we did on Smart Lead. This one too is on Smart Lead, same Smart Lead. As you can see, like 25%, 35%, 20% positive reply rates, 7%, 5%, 5% replies. Here's 16%, 7% here on email buys. So we got a 7%, 40% interested, 12% and 46%, a 5% replies, a 51% interested. Anyway, I think you get the point. If you want to pause the video, you can just take a look at the numbers for yourself. But what sort of results could you expect? Like, I'm gonna foresee like a very terrible thing has happened and everything just went to shit. The replies, the positive replies, the offer is not good, booking ratio is not good, show ups are terrible, there's no consistent follow-ups, and you're terrible at closing. What is the worst case scenario that you can expect? Okay, so 1%, right? 1% reply rate is not good. Like, you've seen the results, and this is really not a highlight. This is usually what we get. Like, sometimes you get 3%, that's fine. 3% is sort of like the average, like, right, like 3 to 6%. Sometimes you get 10%, sometimes you get 8%, but like these are the average numbers, like 3 to 5, 3 to 6%. But as you can see, like here as well. So, I mean, if you take a look at just this campaign alone, 200,000 emails sent and almost 13,000 replies, basically like 5,000 interested people. So if we do the math, it's really easy to get these numbers, right? Okay, let's say 1% replies, you're gonna get, it's gonna be 100,000 emails that reply to. Let's say you get 10% positive reply rates, okay, which is still bad, very bad. All of these numbers are bad. That's 10,000 positive replies. Okay, 10,000 positive replies. Let's say 10% of those actually book into a call. Again, very terrible. It's going to be 1,000 meetings for you. But okay, let's say only half the people show up, which is again terrible. If you have no actual like sequencing or nurturing before the actual meeting, this could happen. But you can easily boost these numbers up to like 70 to 90% if you just put a little bit of effort into this. So that is very much so possible if you want to get these numbers. Regarding that, okay, 500 actual meetings happened. Let's say close rate, again terrible, 10%. That's 50 closed deals. Let's say each of them are worth 2k, so that's the ticket size. That's gonna be $100,000 in revenue. Okay, but you might be asking yourself, what the hell is this gonna cost me? It's gonna cost me an arm and a leg and my kidney as well. Well, maybe, but let's break down the math. So sequencer is probably going to cost you like 2 to 3k. I'm just going to overestimate everything here. So it's going to cost you 5k. Okay, 5k. I recommend to use People AI. And if you just go to People AI Smart Lead, you might not find a plan like this. I know Smart Lead doesn't really, well, they offer it, but it's just a total ripoff. Instantly doesn't really offer like custom plans. Smart Lead is just way too expensive. I really like People AI because you can talk with their support and they're going to give you a nice, lovely custom plan. Okay, so generally we pay about like $500 for 1 million emails sent per month account. So if you do the math based according to that, worst case scenario is you're gonna get 5k, but that's not gonna happen because usually the more volume you do, the bigger the discounts you're gonna get. So like worst case scenario, I see like a 10 million account being at like $3,000, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so for leads, I recommend you to use Tony. He's gonna charge you $6 per 10k leads. If you want his contact address, just basically come to the website or just come to the first link in the description. You can join the community, it's free, and there it is. Like, we usually share pretty much everything. And also, one thing I forgot to mention, if you don't have these documents, if you want these documents, these are probably like 50-60 pages. Basically, you could call this the cold email Bible. You can come here and you can come to the freebies. It's going to be, again, like linked in the description, and just sign up for this. You don't need to pay anything. You just need to put your email. You can come here and download everything. You can get the leads, you can get the private community. So again, if you want to talk with Tony, come here, sign up, and get the private community and just join it. It's going to be linked there. Anyway, but back to the video. So how much is going to cost you? So how did I come up with this number? It is very, very simple. So all you need is 3.3 million emails, right? Why? Because you're going to do a 3 email sequence, or if you want to do a bigger sequence, like a 7-step sequence, you're going to need even less leads. But you're going to generally need like 5 million emails, because not all the leads are going to be verified. So if you go to Tony with 1 million leads, roughly about like 70% of them is going to be good. So you're going to end up with 700k. So you're going to need around like 5 million emails to 3 million emails, depending on which type of sequence you do. And that is going to cost you about 1.5k, maybe even less if you just mention that I've sent you, or you come from Scaling Room. For cleaning, it is free. Like, for us, it's free. For you, it might not be. I know it's costing most people like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and you might be asking, okay, is this like regular cleaning, catch-all cleaning? Well, good question. It's both. We have developed our own app, which basically cleans catch-alls for free. And you can do, well, you can basically like scale it up to the moon, but at the moment we have it 100k per hour. But the more IPs, the more domains you add to it, at the moment I think we have 20. If we were to like double it, we could do 200k. If we were to 10x it, we could do 1 million emails cleaned with catch-alls every single hour, right? And if you want access to this, plug in the website and come to the program, come to the web page, and you can just basically sign up for this. And if you want our unlimited lead cleaner, we actually give this away in the community. It's going to cost you $47 a month, but you get access to an unlimited lead cleaner, as well as a whole bunch of other stuff like the leads, the software discounts, 50k rebates, and just a whole playbook on outbound, inbound, and a whole bunch of other things. If you watched our videos on how to get Outlook as well as Google reseller priced inboxes, I did a high-level overview on YouTube, but there's something I cannot share with you for free because it would just ruin things for everyone. So if you want a deeper dive on those videos as well, like for example, okay, how can I sign up for a CSP? If you don't know what that is, just go watch that video. Or if you already know what that is and you're struggling, here I break down everything step by step on how you can get those CSP licenses and how you can sign up so you can get tenants for basically like $5 a month, and Google inboxes for, I mean, in some cases you can get them for like 1 penny. That's the educational and some other type of license, but like real, like authentic Google inboxes you can get for like about $1. If you want access to it, it's right there. If not, it's all cool. Just keep watching on, because I'm about to reveal something real crazy, which a lot of people are just dismissing. Okay, so next, basically, again, if you want it, it's free. And next, you're gonna need an inbox manager, right? It's gonna cost you like $500, and realistic, like total is gonna be like 7k, give or take. What is gonna cost you, and what's gonna be profit? So it's gonna cost you 7k. You're gonna probably make 100k in rev. So 100k minus 7k is gonna be 93k in profit. That's quite good. If you break that down, I mean, if you are only able to do this volume throughout like a whole year, this is like pretty much like a full-time job, and a good one at that. You're almost making 100k a year, and you can definitely do this faster than a year. And I mean, come on, if you just change reply rate from 1% to 2%, right, that is going to be 200k in revenue. So you basically just doubled everything, right? And if you follow my videos on how you can actually turn this into a 5 to 10% reply rate, and how you can book hundreds of calls every single month instead of like this much, then you're going to make easily 300k, 500k, or even more, depending on what you charge and how well you structure it. But what I'm saying is you can easily boost these numbers way more. The reply rate, the positive one, the booking rate, the show up rates, the closing rate, like all of these we have SOPs for. Most of them are on the channel. Again, if you want a deeper dive, like some of the stuff we share on the Citadel, for example, like the cleaning tool and a whole bunch of other goodies. Anyway, this was the video. I hope you got some value out of this. I wanted to do a quick guide on like what you can expect if you're sending a large volume of emails, because recently we have gotten a lot of new subscribers as well as members into the community. So if you're watching this, I hope this gives you some sort of idea as what you can do and what is sort of possible. There's really no way you can lose with doing cold email. So this is really just the proof, if you can get the right cost, that is. Otherwise, I mean, this could easily be like a negative ROI. Like one thing I haven't counted, I have just actually like counted into the sequencer, is the inboxes themselves, because I've just overestimated like, you know, 5K. You can definitely get like the sequences into it. So if you wonder like how you can send out like this much volume, you basically just need like tens of thousands of Outlook inboxes. If you want to get like 10,000 Outlook inboxes, it's going to cost you $500 a month. And with that, you can send out 50K emails a day. And with that amount of sending, you can easily get to this point quite quick, right? So with that in mind, this was the video. Again, hope you got some value out of this. We're going to do a little bit more of these breakdowns. Good luck with your sending. If you need help, just message me on Instagram and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.